Alright, my friends, what is up, what is up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're back. I'm back from SCG Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm back from my 2.5 week long trip where me, Nicole, and John went down to South Carolina. We visited Nicole's family. We worked on the house for a bit. Then we went to Disney. I played in Grand Prix Orlando. I came in 64th place. I was in top 8 contention with 2 rounds left and lost my last 2 rounds. But I cashed in 64th. Then went to Disney World, which was really fun. Came back to South Carolina, and then I flew to SCG Dallas, where I teamed with Jody Keith and Todd Stevens. I played Standard, I played Blue-White Control, and we went, I don't know, 10 and 5, and came in 14th. Not great, but and I got home super late last night to a very sick gerbil. Sammy is not doing too well. Sammy is Burnsy's brother and my stepson's gerbil, and he's pretty sick. And Nicole and I stayed up super late last night, up to like 5 a.m., keeping an eye on him, trying to feed him some peas and get him to drink some water, and he's not looking so good. And we actually streamed too, because I figured what else to do. So today we got up, I was on like 3 hours sleep, brought John to hockey camp, and been streaming ever since, keeping an eye on Sammy. Right now Nicole went to the store, Sammy's back in the cage, probably bring him back in a little bit. But we got some donation bonus leagues to do. The queue's getting a little fat because I was gone for a while, so, and Burnsy's going nuts down there. Get him, Burnsy. So we have a deck here from rogbogglesworth. This is a Fecundity Goblins deck. I tried building this deck a few times on the stream and on the YouTube. Never really got it down. But Bogglesworth is here to give it another shot. And the basic core of this deck is, this is like the Dirty Kitty deck, where we have Skirk Prospector, new addition to the format via Dominaria, and then Fecundity, and card probably no one knew was in the format, and Empty the Warrens. So once you have a Fecundity and a Skirk Prospector in play, every goblin in play is worth 1 mana and 1 card. And as you know, if you're making mana and drawing cards at the same time, that's really, really good. Cast a few spells, cast an empty, say you cast it for Stormus 4. Only 4. So 8 goblins, that's 8 mana. This essentially becomes 4 mana, make 8 red, draw 8 cards. It's not hard to figure out why that's so broken. And you keep drawing cards, you play more goblins, you draw to the empty the warrens, and you kill your opponent. Cool. My versions were a little more combo heavy. This version is a little more like beatdown heavy. We have Foundry Street Denizen, early 8 whack style beatdown creature, Goblin Bushwhacker, a card that I played a 1 of in my deck, but this deck's playing 4. So we're just kind of cranking out the whackers. Mogg War Marshal is a usual card. Wild Cantor is pretty standard. We're playing 8 rituals in 4 Pyretic Rituals and 4 Desperate Rituals. That's a lot of rituals. A lot of mana. I did not play rituals in my deck because I felt like they weren't good enough. But we're going to see how those play out. We also have 2 Rabblemaster. This is a card that's very powerful, but a little scary in that you don't necessarily always want all your goblins to attack, especially Skirk Prospector, so we'll see. 2 Hordeling Outburst is like a big-time token maker. Of course, the 4 Fecundities, 4 Empties, and 1 Greater Gargadon. Sideboard's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. Kind of a mismatch of things. This is actually a really good way to test out sideboards. You just play 1 of everything. You know, 1 Lavamancer, 1 Lightning Bolt, 1 Fanatic, 1 Abrade, 1 Ancient Grudge, 1 Chainwhirler, 1 Trashmaster. Just trying out all the different stuff. Excuse me. And so yeah, so we're trying it out. We'll see how this version of the deck goes. Again, this is a donation bonus league for rogbogglesworth. Big thanks again to Rog for the donation. You can see the bonuses right here on the screen. $50 and I play your deck in an entire league. Play it on stream. I can also put it on YouTube if you'd like. Information on that is also available in chat. If you do decide to donate, there's a form you can fill out on the chat and also on the Twitch page. And that helps me keep things collated. So all that information's in chat. So let's go. Kitty whack. Battle time. Battle time. Goober, yes, the word Bogles was said, but it's not in the deck. It's rogbogglesworth. Bogglesworth is 2 G's. Bogglesworth. So you heard Boggles, not Bogles. The proper way to say that deck name. Cosmic Somebody's our first victim here. John B. That's a resub. Everyone give a huge thanks to John B right now. John B was the one who hooked me up with the ability to stream from my MacBook while I was gone. I streamed once when I was in South Carolina and once from Disney World. That was all made possible thanks to John B. Everyone show John some love. Hand seems medium. I would like one less land. We're going to keep it. Might be wrong, honestly, but we'll see. All right. I'm going to take a mountain and get our Stomping Grounds later. A little Wild Cantor action. Wild Cantor is in the deck. It allows you to cast Fecundity on turn 2. And then also with Fecundity out, it's just a free cantrip. Obviously worse than Skirk Prospector, but still worth the effort, I think. Speak of the devil. So Scalding Tarn means either like Storm or some fair deck. If it's honestly a deck like Jeskai, then a card like Mogg War Marshal is actually pretty good against them because their spot removal plays very poorly against it, and we can just hack them a bunch. This looks more. That does not feel good. Okay. So that's what that feels like. Alright. So maybe Blue Moon? Alright. I mean, drawing a 5th land. I maybe should have mulliganed. Our hand was pretty bad. We're going to hold on to this Wild Cantor and just save it for like a possible storm on this Empty the Warrens. Again, if they're focused on spot removal, maybe we can just punk them out with like 6 tokens. You know, we draw a Ritual or something. I believe we're not playing Manamorphose. Alright, so they're playing Grixis. Okay. Means they're less likely to have a sweeper main deck, which is good. Thought Scour, Tassiger. Yeah, they're just playing like a Grixis deck. How about a spell? That is a spell. I mean, I think this is fine. Each Cantor is like is just 2 tokens. So we can make 6 tokens here. What's up, Upside Down? Welcome, my friend. Well, they probably fetched an island because they were scared of like us being an aggressive like 8 whack deck or something. So, all right. I mean, I think we're just gonna make 6 tokens here and just hope it's good enough. It's not ideal, but this is not really how we want to be playing our stuff. But again, if they have no sweepers and they're trying to beat us with lightning bolts, this may be good enough. Anger of the Gods. What's up, Dayith? Dayith is our new sub. Before this league went up, or we did this league, I had a little lunch break, and Dayith said, "If you play base live on stream, LOL." Nice card. Stupid. Dayith said, if I played base on stream, that they would sub. And Whacker. And so I played some base for about 20 minutes. Sammy's doing not so great, honestly. We're hoping, but it's not really great. So Jace, being a 4-mana Brainstorm, gain 3 life, like usual in Modern. But yeah, we're taking care of Sammy. I think Nicole just went food shopping. She's gonna get some lettuce for him. his stomach's all backed up, and he's. We hope it just. If it's a tumor, he's basically screwed. But we're hoping he's just backed up. But tumors is one of the common ways that the gerbils go. It's not a bad draw because they'll probably have to cast a spell in our combat step here, which makes 4 more tokens. Yeah. We're just gonna empty here. We're not gonna play around anger or something like that. We're just gonna try and kill them. Most of these Grixis decks or decks like this don't play that many, if any, sweepers, and I'd rather just put lethal on the board. Hi, Campbell. Yeah, I mean, I've owned a lot of gerbils over the years, and I've obviously watched a lot of gerbils die over the years because I've owned many gerbils, you know. And they usually live like 2 to 3 years, you know, maybe a little longer sometimes. And Sammy's 1.5, and you know, I've seen a lot of gerbils, and he's not looking great, but he's been pushing through. I mean, he's been eating and drinking, which is the important part. I mean, feeding him peas. I mean, Sec plays like 18 lands, right? But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I really hope so. Sam, I mean, John's gonna be very upset if Sammy goes. And John doesn't deserve that, you know? Field of Ruin, my land. Sure. Well, you got me. I'm out of basics. Yeah, I mean, they're basically just on the Cryptic or Die plan, and they just have to draw a Wrath effect, which they probably have maybe one of in their deck. But yeah, everyone raise your hearts in chat for Sammy. I'll bring him in. I'll show him to you guys real fast. Sammy, come here, bud. Hey, you're doing it. That's good, bud. That's good. I have good news, everyone. Sammy pooped. I'm sure you all care, but we care. So here's Sammy. He's not looking so good. He's gonna sit here in my lap for a bit. Come here, Sammy. All right, you relax. I'll take care of you. Look, Sammy, they love you. See all the love in chat? They love you, Sammy. All right, so come here, bud. So yeah, he's not doing great, but well, that's the actual emote is Giroux. So Giroux was our original mascot. Giroux passed away almost 2 years ago. Aw, come on. That's so gross. They found like their one Anger of the Gods. That's so sick. Unreal, Sammy. Unreal. Don't they know who you are? Poor Sammy. Oh, now Jace is actually good, so now that the game's basically over already. It's alright, bud. Here. Where you going? What do you think you're doing, huh? Just relax. Alright. This game is not seeming great. I mean, main deck Anger is probably a concession to the Bridgevine deck. It's actually not a bad draw. Right. So with Vengevine being so popular, I mean, like, this deck can actually never beat the Vengevine deck in a million years. So having access to Anger gives him a chance, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, now we're just probably dead. Again, our hand was very bad this game. We've actually drawn... Obviously, we fetched a lot, too, but the cards we've seen this game are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 spells. I mean, they probably have a snap. I could try and wait and, like, just bait some more stuff out. I don't know. What's up, Pretty Lights? How's it going, my friend? Lord Draken, I like that. Good job. Oh. Stone Rain. Rude. Very rude. I guess it's the ritual. I want to try and draw an empty because that'd be great. We only have 2 left. And the land's obviously just a better mana source in most scenarios. There's like multiple Hooligan's commands. They return Snapcaster Mage and Snapcaster. Or I can see this game. We're not playing anymore. They just got back 2 Snapcasters and they have still have a Jason play. Yeah, I mean that's pretty frustrating. They probably only have 1 Anger. Maybe they have 2, but they found it before turn 5 or whatever. Pretty stinky. We're gonna want these Outpost Sieges for sure, and we're gonna want. That's probably it. Need to cut some of these rituals, I think. Although casting a early Outpost Siege isn't crazy. I don't hate Chainwhirler. Or Lavamancer. Just like cards that like just are, you know, individually good. I don't hate the... I guess relics are fine too. Like, I want to cut most of the rituals, honestly. Like, we're not going to beat them. You know. Found out a Thought Scour? Yeah, it's definitely possible. It's like Fanatic. Trashmaster. This is fine. If we get once we get a Fecundity in play, they can't actually remove it except for explosives. So that's a thing to look forward to, hopefully. Of course, obviously, Fecundity doesn't work against Anger of the Gods, which is pretty frustrating, but... Okay, so we have drawn a hand that has basically everything we want but mana. Which kind of sucks. Yeah, they have Cryptic. Thanks, Tim. Gargadon is good, yes. I'm going to keep... Like, the game is more about resources than speed. And we have a lot of resources. We draw 1 land and things are pretty cool. Even if we miss for like a turn, I think it's the end of the world. What's up, Fistful of Kittens? Welcome, my friend. Happy to have you here. I was away on vacation for a few weeks. Cool. We are awesome. Now what? So we like technically have all of our pieces, but we don't necessarily want to expose our prospector yet. I kind of want to just play a whacker and get him for 5. No, we're not bored in Blood Moon, no. Ideally, we draw a land. You get to play Fecundity. That would be ideal. Playing a Prospector would have guaranteed that, but just exposing it, I don't think we really need to yet. Cool.
Give me sugar and water.
Let's attack and see what they do. They do nothing. They could have like a mana leak. Thanks for following, everyone. Appreciate the follows.
Fun chatting with you in Dallas. Me and my shiny blue moon deck got 31st in the classic.
Sweet. Awesome, Eternal Madness. That's great. I imagine even if they had Mana Leak in their deck, they would have boarded it out anyway. It doesn't seem very good against like a, you know, a 1-drop Storm deck. Alright, that's Thought Scour. Great. So I think we're actually in pretty good shape now. They're going to bolt something because they have to. And now once Fecundity's in play, I think we're actually in pretty good shape. So... okay, so we're just gonna rip off Rabblemaster, I guess. They could Snap Bolt. We could also just go Prospector into Whacker. We're probably in a huge rush here, so yeah, let's do that. What happens when the Bork counter gets higher? Just try and find out. Am I going to be at SCG Vegas? Yes. Almost assuredly. And but most importantly, John wants to go. So I told him that if he had a really, really good first part of the year, that I would take him and Nicole to Vegas. Okay, this isn't that bad. Again, once Fecundity's in play, all of our crappy cards become cantrips, which is actually really good, and they're already at 12, so... Search for Escanta, sure. So it seems like a nice time to try and land our Rabble buddy here. A second Fecundity. That's also not bad, but I think I want to just play another threat. We also have Prospector protecting us from Anger of the Gods here, which is nice, so... Sleep Pretty Lights, yeah, it should be cool. Vegas is obviously a lot of fun. Vault says, Jim, what's my preference between Pithing Needle, Sorcerer's Spyglass, and Phyrexian Revoker in Modern? I mean, it obviously depends on what you're trying to do. Like, are you playing Chalice of the Void? You know, like, what do you want to Pithing Needle? Is the real question. Alright, this looks like an Anger. Yeah, so this is great. So we just draw 4 cards here. This Prospector allows us to get around the Anger Exile effect. And drawing 4 cards, you should be able to have a pretty good turn next turn. Yeah. I think we're close to going off here. We need like a ritual or a Let's see. Can somebody get ahead in mana? That was one of the problems that my old Dirty Kitty deck had, was you didn't always get ahead in mana very well. Jeez. So the problem here is that we're not really doing much. Like, we could... I guess we're just playing all the 1-drops and saying go. We could go Denizen Whacker and just get in for 5, but then the game... I guess that's still fine. Yeah, you have it almost, just definitely the hallmark of this deck, unfortunately. In my experience. So we can go Denizen, Prospector, Fanatic, go. Or just go Denizen, Bushwhacker, go. Yeah, I like Denizen. We'll just get some damage in. There is no big next turn without more mana. Budget replacements for Chalice, there's nothing. Alright, Thought Scour. And dead. Cool. So we didn't even do anything good that game. We just played a Fecundity and 1/1s. Which feels kind of cool. So that's nice. Run it back. Yeah, but our Skog, we didn't have enough to actually empty that turn. So there really wasn't any need to do that. Or I should say any ability to do that. I mean, we do want to draw Skirk Prospector, but not 3 and nothing else. So... Alright. This hand has potential turn 2 Fecundity. We boarded our rituals out because in a fair matchup, we're not really interested in trying to storm them. As you saw in that game, we're fine just kind of grinding it out. Yeah, it's the classic play bad creatures your opponent doesn't want to kill strategy to make their removal bad because they never actually cast it. Count Coco Fang. Oh boy. No second land for our opponent. Sorry, friend. That'll be the end of you. Probably. We'll see. Yeah, Sammy is very sick. Sammy is currently sitting in my lap. And we're hoping he can power through. Maybe you can see him. There he is. Nice, Sammy. Everyone sending well wishes to Sammy, and he doesn't look very good over here. He's not doing so great. So we're trying to take care of him. Send your well wishes, please. If it was legal, would I play Ruby Medallion? No, because it doesn't help all your goblins. The Whacker. Okay. We're going to play the Whacker and play the Prospector. And at least set up, draw some cards. See, the problem I found with this deck was that it was very hard to go mana positive and get ahead on mana. And playing like the bad rituals does that, like Desert Ritual and stuff, but then it makes your combo more of like a 3-card combo, you know? Curzone, resub.
even know how long it's been anymore. Jim Dama, get well, Sammy. Gingerble.
And Count Coco Fang, I can't recall if I asked you the usual welcome questions. They're in chat if I forgot. Show some love for Sammy. Taking care of Sammy every day. Taking care of Sammy every way, yeah. Yeah, if you missed it, Nicole and I were up until 5 a.m. last night taking care of Sammy. And feeding... Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one. We fed him some peas and drank some water. And we were up till about 5 a.m. taking care of him. Went to sleep. Woke up at 9 to get John to hockey camp. And we've been taking care of him ever since. So... we need him to keep rolling, you know? Alright. Count Coco Bang is Sam from Cape Cod. Cool. Playing since Odyssey. We have a card Chimney Imp. Your deck Legacy Stacks. Puppy name Bay? Or Bo. Sweet. Well, thanks, Sam. Well, I see you at the Boston area RPTQ. So we could cast... I think we're going to Prospector and cast Hordeling Outburst. Would have liked to have drawn... I think I have a counterspell here, actually. Maybe that was dumb. I do not want to cast Hordeling Outburst into a counterspell. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. We're just going to cast another Bushwhacker and tuck our tail between our legs and feel stupid, I think. 6 cards in hand. They missed a land drop. They have 6 spells in hand. That was a mistake. Alright, we're going to spend Gargadon, which is very good for us. Just cast another Bushwhacker. It's a 1-1. We have a few cards in our hand we would definitely like to resolve. Sam, I feel you. Congrats. Cast Relic of Progenitus. It's important to have some amount of pressure in play, because that makes them have to tap mana on their turn and do things. They can't just take 2 every turn, you know? Because they'll die eventually, so having the threat in play feels better. Even if it doesn't feel like that much of a threat. Jeez. Alright, well, let's attack. I think we just ship. Assuming nothing happens here. I'm just going to ship. Cheer. Thanks, Tim. I mean, they have 7 spells in their hand, so let's make them do something before we have to do something. Again, the true trick to playing against a control deck is to make sure that you're making them cast their cards when they don't want to cast them. Make them waste mana. Fatal Push, Skirk Prospector. This is in combat, so we're going to sacrifice this to our Gargadon. Gargadon seems actually pretty great. Another Outpost Siege? Yuck. We've drawn all of our big payoff cards. I would actually really like it if they like killed this Bushwhacker. Alright, sweet. This is what I was saying. It's the way to beat removal spells is to play creatures that are too bad so your opponent doesn't want to kill them. Pretty cool, right? So now they're probably going to push this thing. I get to draw another card. Hopefully draw a land and cast Outburst.
Feel better.
Thanks, Pretty Lights. I appreciate that. Land. Yes. Yes. How do you like them apples? Look at our opponent and their super expensive Snapcaster mages and stuff. Can't even beat a Hordeling Outburst. Yes, Mogg War Marshal will be very good here. Again, we've drawn almost all the payoff cards and none of the early cards. It's okay, Sammy. Just relax, bud. Like, look at this board state and just imagine yourself as a Grixis control player. You have a handful of lightning bolts and fatal pushes, and your opponent's got 3 tokens in play. They all draw a card when they die, and there's also a Gargadon to stop an anger. Yeah, sure. I'll draw 3, thanks. Alright, we need to draw a non-4 mana spell. That's actually a pretty good draw. Because that allows us to generate better Storm while also drawing a card, making a mana. It's a nice one. Relic of Progenitus. It's not really what we're interested in at the moment. So even without like Skirk Prospector, Storm only 2, again, this is just 4 tokens, they can't really counter it. Got this Gargadon ready to go. We're going to keep it away from their logic knots if possible. Resub, D5. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate it. Lightning bolting us. They've given up on our goblins. I'm feeling an anger or something of the sort. I'm going to block. I guess they draw a card too, but that's fine. Interesting. Okay, so Gargadaddy is on 1. Can come off at will. If we're going to cast any sort of spell, should probably do it pre-combat, because if we tap out for a cryptic, we can just kill them. Outpost Siege is in a sideboard for grindy matchups, I assume. So just like play. The thing is, I don't even know if I want to cast it on cons. You might actually want it on dragons. Yeah, they can't counter us, they just die, so I don't know what they're thinking about. Storm count 1. This is one of my favorite cards. I used to really like the standard deck that played this. It was either red-white or it was Jeskai. It's all 1 and 2 drops and 4 Outpost Sieges. I love that deck. Almost went on open with it. I lost the finals playing the Jeskai version. I had open in Dallas. And I cast one spell game one, and I had a rough game too. But deck was super awesome. It's like Monastery Swiftspear, Outpost Siege, all the good stuff. Alright, so we're gonna name dragons. That's fine. And we're gonna cast Relic also. And again, we're just gonna keep chip shotting away. No reason to bring our Gargadon in yet. Sure. And now every creature that dies also deals 1. I'm sorry, not dies, leaves the battlefield. Even anger still kills them. So once we get a few more creatures in play, they actually just can't win the game anymore. Unless they remove this Outpost Siege somehow. Cryptic. Bounce, draw. I think that is fine. Opponent rapidly running out of options. Alright, so now unfortunately we have to cast Gargadon because I would actually like to wait if possible, but this is fine. I'm going to force them into action. It resolves. Okay. Then we're going straight to combat. And attacking. And looking to go post combat Outpost Siege Mogg War Marshal if they survive this somehow. Which seems rather difficult. Sure. Could have Logic Knot, whatever. Dragons. Mogg War Marshal, LOL. Now if they have anger, it is okay. They don't have anger because they would have not spell snared that. Oh, they would have because they would have died. Would I use the 0-drop 0/1 kobolds if legal? If they were goblins, maybe. They're not goblins though. What's up, Sammy? I'm not talking to myself. There's a gerbil named Sammy in my lap. He is sick, and we're taking care of him. So, please send well wishes. Sammy is Burnsy's brother. John's gerbil, my stepson, who's 7. He's going to be very sad if anything happens to him. That's why you got to keep fighting, Sammy. You fight. All right. Should like me use Mutavault? I don't think so. Yeah, Ghost Hagen, that was going to be the next thing I tried, like a Kuldotha Red version of this deck, but I just never really got to it. Snapcaster, Bolt. Aren't they just dead on board? So we attack with... No, they're not dead on board, actually. We gonna lose this game? That'd be so sick if we lost this game. Now they're dead. So now we just attack, and they block 2, we kill them. Yeah, I mean, we're going to shoot you with our Outpost Siege, I promise. I swear. Swear to me. Cool. That was kind of convincing. So, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. This is a donation bonus league. This is rogbogglesworth's Kitty Whack deck. A little similar to the Dirty Kitty deck I played in the past. More rituals. A little bit of a hybridization of the 8 Whack decks with our Foundry Street Denizens and stuff. And we're running out. I think Burnsy's actually anxious. This is probably the most anxious, most active that Burnsy's been on stream in a while. I think he knows something's wrong with Sammy. I think he's anxious. Yes, I should be at the Dallas Open in October, yes. We're on the play, but this hand needs a land to do anything. Yeah, we're going to mulligan. On the draw I might keep, but this hand is a lot better. This will be on YouTube, yes. And thank you. I'm going to bot on the second Fecundity. Lakers, thanks, my friend. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, I was on the Ponder podcast with Todd Stevens, TJ Rogers, and Melvin the Muppet. Really, really fun podcast I did with them. I was their guest, and they interviewed me, and they were funny, entertaining. They asked a good mix of very funny questions and very poignant questions. And that's right over here. Check it out. Ponder Podcast in SoundCloud. I'll just link the actual thing in chat, but you can go right to @PonderPodcast for your chance to check that out. I'll post the link in chat too. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that one. Alright. Thanks for following. If you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button, of course. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Probably going to rip off turn 2 Fecundity here and just hope we draw well out of it. That's also not bad on turn 2. We don't know what they're playing, but I don't hate turn 2 Rabblemaster. Just do it. Just do it. Opt. Yes, I had a match this weekend at SCG Dallas where game 1 of the match, my opponent was playing Esper Control, I was playing Blue-White Control. We played a long 35-minute game 1 where we hit a null game state. What does that mean? That means that we hit the end of the game. We both, god damn it, effectively had 0 cards in our deck. I had a few more, whatever. But the crux of it is that my opponent had no cards left but a Teferi, and my opponent was casting Teferi every turn in the Teferi loop. I had 4 cards in my deck. I had land, search for Azcanta, Teferi. I had an active search for Azcanta in play, and I was able to find my Teferi and cast it every turn and tuck it. And we had no way for either one of us to interact with anyone beyond our loops. So he's all right. He's just sitting here.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't interrupt. I'm worried.
We'll just burst in like.
He wasn't in the cage, Jim.
He's on my lap.
Give me a heart attack.
Jeez.
Give me a heart attack, dirty kitty.
I'm trying to tell a story.
Ah.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm sorry that I'm more worried about the well-being of her.
I got him. He's sitting in my lap. So So we finished. So we end up in this null game state where my opponent's got 1 card in deck. It's Teferi. They're looping it every turn. I have 4 cards with a Teferi, but I can find it with search every turn, and we have no way to interact. So I thought that I was going to win the game because of that, because my knowledge of the loop rules is you're allowed to make your loop, but if your loop is not advancing the game state in any way, you have to choose a number of iterations of a loop and then break it. So I thought that we'd both be forced to break our loops, but because I actually had cards in my deck and he did not, if he breaks the loop, he just loses because he goes to draw from an empty library. If I break the loop, I have 3 extraneous cards in my deck. So he called the judge, and I thought I was going to win, but the judge ruled correctly. I talked to him afterward because I was curious about it, that the loop rule does not apply to loops that grow over turns. So because it was my turn, then his turn, then my turn, then his turn, doesn't account for an actual loop. So therefore, the ruling was that we have to agree to a draw. Otherwise, we're slow playing. So we had to agree to a draw. So we drew game 1. It was a 35-minute game. We had 20 minutes left for games 2, 3, and 4, which we finished in the allotted time, which is amazing. Unfortunately, I died on turn 4 of turns, and I would have won on turn 5 of turns. But he drew a second Glintsleeve Siphoner, and I was at 2. I couldn't stop both 2 Menace creatures. If they were Grizzly Bears, I would have won easily. So this was round 10 of SCG Dallas last weekend. I'm sure the videos will be up in a few days, but that is not bad. So I think the fact that we have a... Yeah, I mean, it's going to look... They might just counter the ritual, honestly. But let's see what they do here. If they're smart, they'll counter the ritual, because it just looks like an empty. Kind of cool art on this card. Never really looked at it. Yeah, like this is a smart play. Heads up play by our opponent. I don't know if bouncing Fecundity was worth it, but we're at 11. So I think I like... No, I'm going to cast the Fecundity. I don't think we're in a huge rush here. If they counter this, it's like fine, I think. If they counter the ritual, it's pretty bad. That's fun. They counterbounce the other Fecundity. Ugh. Just leave this guy back. Yeah, I think that was... Maybe I shouldn't have attacked the last, like, turn. Could just have Snap Cryptic here, obviously, but, like, we're not really able to do much more than just cast our spells at this point. Obviously, they just have Snap Cryptic. Yeah, this game was a little awkward. What's up, Sway? Thanks for the resub, appreciate that. How you doing, Burnsy? Sammy and Burnsy.
I got him lettuce.
Got him lettuce.
We're also having tacos tonight. Taco. I know you and your dad both don't really like tacos, but I'm making tacos because it's Taco Tuesday. I don't care if you like them or not. But because I love you, I bought stuff to make chicken parm and lasagna over the next 2 days. So it's like a compromise thing. I think that's what you usually do in these like things when you're like together and stuff. I can't do everything to make you upset. I have to do some things to make you happy. Taco.
Yeah, it was tough, Sway. God, Resub. I think we like.
For more, and tacos are lit.
I feel like they have a path here for the Denizen, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna block one. These rituals are just so bad. Like, only getting +1 mana is just so awful. Oust. Alright. That's kind of what I thought they had. Alright, this is actually not bad. Now they kind of have to have a Wrath or a Verdict or something. And if they do, they do. We can't really stop it at this point. But just gotta rip it and hope they don't have it. They probably have it, because why wouldn't they have it? But Kraken Hatchling, you're a resub. I've seen you before. Well, they pathed the Duder, so maybe they don't have an answer? Y'all are awesome. Thank you guys for supporting the stream and hanging out. Oh my god. What is this? Sammy, what is this? Unreal. Unreal. You believe these people?
What the hell is that?
Them having Sphere and Wraths makes things kind of tough. Gotta cut the rituals again, as they're just pretty bad. Just bringing all those cards. Bringing it aboard the same way we did last time, basically. Chainwhirler's okay. Lavamancer's good. Relic's not particularly good, but I think it's better than the other cards. I just don't want rituals. A broken controller says, hey, I just messaged your opponent letting them know that you stream and to come check your content. I hope that was okay. And do you know them? Or was it just an unprompted message? It's kind of a weird thing to message someone. Yeah, so this is a lot different than that Grixis match was, because they actually have like Terminus and Wraths that are really good against us, and Attention Sphere. So that's pretty tough. Steelskin says, hey Jim, what do you think of my head canon? All goblins in Ravnica are fried chicken chefs. Sure. I think it's good. I like chicken. I had fried chicken at in Fort Worth a few days ago. It was very good. Yeah, broken controller. I don't know what the benefit of that is. You're either going to ignore them or you're going to let them know that I'm streaming and they're going to come ghost me. So I don't think that's really a necessary thing to do. I would say that's frowned upon. At least I had chicken. Leroy Jenkins. I kind of like these Gargadons, honestly. I kind of wish I had more of them. Thanks, Peacebone. I appreciate it. Sammy appreciates all your love and well wishes. It's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. It'll do. Rec Sage for possible Damping Sphere. I feel like we're not even playing that much of a combo game against them. You know, like our rituals are out. It's gonna be hard to get much going. I think we're more of just like a beat-downy deck with access to Fecundity. Lavamancer, no idea. just gonna rip it here. Like, you know, they can't really wrath that early. They don't have that much spot removal, so we can just try and get him, I guess. If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name is Jim Davis. We're playing a donation bonus league. This is rogbogglesworth's Kitty Whack deck. We're 1-0 in this league. We're down a game in game round 2. Again, this is not my deck. This is a viewer's deck. Rogbogglesworth was kind enough to put in the old $50 donation for league. Appreciate that very, very much. If you want to do that, information is available in chat. Alright, yeah, take the damage. So, this turn, we can't really do that much. We can empty and whack, but it's not going to be for much more damage than if we just whack up front. We could go like sack Mogg Fanatic for red. Yeah, that would be an empty for 2. It doesn't even do anything. So we're just going to whack. This makes them basically have to have path to not take a lot. And if they have path, they'll probably cast it. And then we can hopefully double spell next turn with empty. It's also a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, I mean... And now Detention Sphere doesn't do it. We have Lethal. Just doesn't feel that bad. Doesn't feel that bad at all. So I don't want to get wrathed. We cast empty, it's worth... It's not lethal. We're 1 short of lethal. If we just cast empty and attack. Or we can just attack and hold the empty for like a post-wrath if they have Verdict. I mean, they did... They all get a 5 this game. Okay, so... I'm just going to attack. This is not our primary game plan, but... Path to exile the Mogg Fanatic. It's a somewhat peculiar choice. Not sure if we're getting got here. Oh, they probably have a Snapcaster. Nope, okay. Could cast empty for 4 here, but there's no point in doing that because they just have a Wrath, probably. And if they don't have a Wrath, they're dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, we're just doing our thing here. Because he's the trash man. Yeah, he's the trash man. Casting that one. Suppose they have a Snapcaster mage here. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. So they're going to 2. And they still have no board. We have lethal in play and potential for a nice empty the Warrens.
Yeah, why not? Hopefully you'll have as much fun with this deck as I do.
Sweet. Link, thanks so much, my friend. Check the link in chat for the form to fill out. Please fill out that form in full. And we'll find a good time for your league, and that'll be great. Thanks so much, Link. Everyone shows some love in chat for Link. Detention Sphere. Okay. We have a good number of cards here to just kill our opponent, right? Mogg War Marshal. I like Marshal here. It's enough pressure to make them Wrath without blowing our entire load. How about it? F6. With a beatdown. But yeah, links. Just make sure you fill out that form, okay? So I get all your information. Cool. Let's win again. Obviously, losing all the rituals is good in these sorts of severe matchups. Like, relics aren't great, but they're better than rituals. This hand is pretty good. Rebirth is tough. Rebirth is powerful. The cards you gotta play with, they kind of suck. Oust? Do I want to draw this card again? I don't think I do. Okay. That's kind of a tilt. That one turn does some serious damage to us. Hardened Scales deck is cute. Spell Queller. Nice Wrath of God deck. I guess if you use it like that, it's fine. Alright, Fecundity. Take a chance to get that in play. I'm gonna go Rabblemaster because if they path me, I'm actually pretty happy. Am I gonna play Standard? Not at the moment. I do play Standard. I do play Standard on stream, yes. That's pretty good for us. No path, no stuff. This feels like a Jace, possibly Indeterminus. Ooh, Teferi, sure. I mean, our Trashmaster looks pretty good here. I tucked the Fecundity. Wow. Okay. That's pretty interesting. So now we get to kill Teferi, which is cool. I think we want to... I'm fine trash manning. Lets me get a pretty good attack in. Attack them. Attack Teferi. Attack Teferi. Pump. We're still somewhat insulated from my Wrath of God because of our hand. We're also kind of forcing the issue because we have a pretty sizable board in play. What's up, Dan? Oh, the Scales deck was killing the Mox. That's cool. Deck seems sweet. Alright, this is probably a Wrath. Terminus. Do I want these cards in the graveyard or in the bottom of my deck? Probably in the bottom of my deck. Oh, I can't stack them anyway, never mind. I don't have artifacts. There's no artifacts in play. 2 cards left. The old Spell Queller Wrath of God deck.
Welcome aboard.
Bushwhacker is awkward.
Holy crap, dude.
I have a question
What?
about our lettuce.
What about it?
I thought this was like It's the where the stem is, but it's like on the plastic.
I have no idea. I know nothing about lettuce.
Should I take it back or is that normal?
I have no idea.
Chat. Our Taco Tuesday is in danger.
Okay, show chat. We'll just forget about the game that I'm playing and be more concerned about tacos.
No, play your game.
No, screen's up. Go ahead, show everyone. I'm not showing them. You show.
Okay, I just bought lettuce, and I thought this brown thing. Well, it is the stem, but it's like on the plastic too. I don't know how to like describe it. It's
Put
like
it closer to the camera.
I don't.
So it
this
covers
is
my
why I
face.
asked you to do it. So it covers your face there. There we go.
Hi, I'm lettuce.
Let us see it, they say. Yeah. So it's like, I don't think it looks that bad.
I'm sure if you cut around it, it's probably fine.
Yeah, it's like we're not going to eat that part. Tacos, see, tacos are very important, and that's normal.
Okay.
That's all I need to know.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't
Okay.
care if you eat it. I'm more concerned about Sammy eating it.
It's true.
So, it is the root. So the brown stuff, I know it's the root, but the brown stuff like rubbed off on the plastic. So.
What's up, Disco? Welcome to my cooking channel.
Yay, tacos!
Right. I stare at Nicole
Excuse me?
blankly, wondering why she's bringing me.
Lettuce for Sammy? He's sleepy.
Yes.
He's always sleepy, though. He's always been sleepy. So, he's just doing his thing.
And Sky likes tacos.
And Sky does like tacos. Never cancel Taco Tuesday. Rule number 1. Alright. You better watch it, because I might uninvite you from Taco Tuesday.
I don't care. I don't like
'Cause
tacos.
I will eat your tacos, too.
Oh my god, the
Aw.
Miracle Terminus.
Boo.
So sick.
For your 2 goblins.
So sick. We need those goblins.
Yeah. Goblin is colorless.
Okay, let's draw a land here. We can get our Hordeling Outburst whack in.
On that.
Melvin.
That's not really that helpful. It's okay. Please don't have anything. So many bad things I can have here.
You did it.
No, I didn't. I haven't not successfully attacked yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't do it.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna make tacos.
Okay.
I'll see you later. I'm not making them yet. I'll make them in a little bit.
Welcome to the Cook-In Show. AJ, that's kind of cool. Just main deck ley lines and shadow, but play lootings too. It's interesting. Alright, so Teferi goes to 1. They only have 1 card left, but they have a Teferi in play. So why don't I play good decks like Mono White Devotion? Listen, you pay me and I'll play whatever you want. Now they have his Colonnade available to block. Like, losing to a blocking Colonnade's like big pits. Maybe they'll cast a spell instead of activating Colonnade. Tilt. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. 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 Not so good. Yeah, damn. What happened with Andrew? The fake thing's ridiculous. Thanks, Chow, right? 2999. Appreciate that. Oh God. Oh no. Okay. Oh, they're gonna float mana and rev. Alright, we're going to attempt to attack Teferi for the 10th time. Okay, that's not that bad. Alright. That's fine. I could buy that. We can just fade a Terminus for like a while. Wow. Okay. Now we kind of want them at Terminus because they're playing 5 Wraths and 5 Spellquellers. It's good deck building. Now you probably can't win though. So it's very unbeatable. What's up, Stone? How's it going, my friend? Yeah, we drew a land. All right. Yeah, it's Madison stuff. Yeah, Dan, that was the same thing. I posted on Twitter, like, some dude was like, hey, can you sign my Dark Confidants? I'm like, yeah, sure, man, cool. So we take him out. I pull him out of his sleeve, and I'm like, these feel a little weird. You know, like, they just looked like a little flat, and they just, like, felt a little weird. And I was like, I think these might be fake. I was not like, oh, these are fake, dude, I'm sorry. I was like, I don't know. And someone walked over and like, oh, well, you could do like the flashlight test. So for those who don't know, if you take your phone, which I don't have near me right now, and you turn on the phone flashlight and you shine it like behind the card, you'll see pretty brightly through the front side of the card, the light. On fake cards, it barely shows through. And it did not pass that test. We walked over to a dealer booth, showed them the cards. They said they would not buy them. They're not willing to say this is fake, but they said they will not buy them. So it was pretty clear they were fake. And I felt really bad for the dude. And I signed a different card, told him to contact TCG Player. And I posted the picture on Twitter, and they looked pretty real. Like, in a sleeve, I would not have been able to tell. It wasn't until I pulled them out of a sleeve to sign them, and I was like, something's fishy here. These feel a little weird. You can see them here, there. Follow me on Twitter for all this hot news. Like, these cards don't look fake. Like, you know? And obviously the coloring's a little weird because it's a picture. You know, the pictures never come out perfectly. But, like, they looked pretty real. And that's pretty scary. Not really happy about that. It's been a rough week, obviously, for Magic news. This hand is a bunch of goblins. Hopefully that's good enough. Yeah, like, yeah, Dan, like, I had never seen a fake before that wasn't, like, just blatantly obvious, like, this card's not real, you know? So the fact that Andrew had that happen to him, and then, like, the next day I'm handed a playset of fakes to sign is pretty... All four, that was a playset of Dark Confidants that was front, back. The entire playset was the same, and they were all fake. I have an opinion of Matthew Falks getting DQ'd for stealing. You know I don't start beef on the stream, but I will say that stealing from the tournament organizer is pretty shitty. So, there you go. Cedric wrote a really, really good piece about that on his Facebook yesterday, which I retweeted, and everyone should read. Because, again, hop on the Twitter, go follow me on Twitter, it's right here. Just go read this. Cedric just lays out just a lot of crappy stuff's happened in our community in the last like week or two, you know, with Burton Sheedy making top 8, fake cards, just like all of his, all this Hall of Fame crap and cheater this and cheater that, and just like so much negativity. And Ced lays it out real good in this. I would go to Twitter and I would go read it. They have ghosting of Charlie Brown cards. That's pretty cool. Can I link it? I just closed it. I'm sure one of the moderators, if you can link that, that'd be great. What the hell is this thing? It's the ugliest Urza's Tower I've ever seen in my life. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. I think we're making 10 goblins on turn 1 here. I don't care about Hall of Fame stuff. Couldn't care less. Twitter handle same as Twitch, at Jim Davis MTG. Fake Urza's Tower. Fake Urza's Tower. It is the hollow stamp, so. I didn't do the math here. I'm just gonna do it, see what happens. Nicole's been in and out. I'm like, you missed it. Nicole and I were on from like midnight to 5 a.m. last night because we were taking care of poor Sammy here. We were up very late. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're good. Can miss that kill on turn 1? I don't think so. There's no way to generate multiple mana on turn 1. Happy to have you here, Stone and Oak. The move's on hold. Imagine if this card was a Goblin Bushwhacker. Probably be dead, right? And Sky, you're correct. If you missed it, I played it earlier. My flashback video on YouTube is awesome. Check us out. Really, really cool feature Star City did. It's a really fun interview. Like 20 minutes long, just me looking at pictures and reminiscing about. Dan, there you are, Dan. There's Dan in his beautiful yellow shirt. Check it out. I'll link it in chat. This is really, really fun to do. And Todd's was great. Todd Anderson's. I love doing mine. Just go check it out. Links in chat. Alright, well, 11 power on turn 2. Is that fast enough? I think so. I said nice a lot. Yes, I know. I'm very boring. I get it. Come on, Sammy. If you're just tuning in, my Burnsy's brother, my stepson's gerbil, Sammy, is not doing so great. He's been pretty sick the last few days, and we're taking care of him. That's why we were up so late last night. So that's why I keep looking at my crotch. I'm not just admiring myself. Nice. What are you supposed to say, you know? Cool. You're going to get a thesaurus out for nice? What are these ugly lands? I mean, they can't possibly win, right? Like, they... There's no... I guess Wormcoil. No, we have a Prospector. They just can't win. Radical. Neato. Awesome. Tubular. Cowabunga. O-Stone cost... Oh, they do have Natural Tron, but O-Stone costs 8. All the Sweepers cost 8. So I don't think there's a single card we lose to here. Even a Walking Ballista would kill 3 and block 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walking Ballista into Ugin would do it. That's about it. Turn 3 Ugin, also impossible. Alright, so we're going to bring our 2 Blood Moons. And... probably don't want Gargadon. I think Fecundity is also a little... like, I think we're just more of like a whack deck in this matchup. Wormcoil doesn't matter against the Prospector because you just sack the one they block. And we had 11 attackers, so... Thanks, Blanco. I appreciate that. I was on the Cedric podcast as well. I did a lot in the last few weeks. I was on the Cedric Phillips podcast twice. Todd Stevens' Ponder podcast. The flashback was recorded like a month or 2 ago, but that came out. Good stuff, you know? I think this is all we want. I'm cool with this. I don't really want the second Fecundity. The first one might be fine, but it's going to be... This deck doesn't seem like it combos very well. Like, there aren't... I don't know. We'll see. Also, Nicole, if you're watching, can I please have some water? I don't want to get up because Sammy's sitting on my lap. I mean, this hand is pretty busted. Mogg War Marshal is effectively a ritual. That's an actual ritual. This hand could get pretty funky. We draw one more ritual effect. Although they're on the play, so... Pulling the Sammy card, I know. Uh-oh. Dead Prospector. Tilt. Alright, well... I think we're just in turn 2 Rabblemaster territory here and praying. I don't think turn 3 empty for whatever is going to be good enough. Rabblemaster kills pretty quick. Can I tell Nicole that she beat my ex-girlfriend with Tron? Thanks, she was a bitch. It's always good to air your dirty laundry, you know? And you can thank her yourself. What did Alex Burton Cheney do? Cheat unremorsefully for many, many years, then get banned, then get unbanned, then cheat more, then get banned, then get unbanned again for some reason. And for some unfathomable reason, he's still allowed to play Magic, which is inconceivable to 95% of the Magic population, and Wizards doesn't care. I don't touch on a lot of issues, but that one is just ridiculous. All right, we're probably dead. What did they get off stirrings? A ballista? Alright, well... Is Marshal better than Ritual Empty? It's only 4? Yeah, I think it actually is. Well, they can't attack, though. Because they're going to have Echo. Oh, but this gives them haste, right? No, it just makes hasty Goblin tokens. Alright, well... So this gets in for... I mean, I think we have lethal, but the problem is, like, now they have access to O-Stone, Ugin. Even Karn is fine here. It's Ugin. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can't beat Ugin ever, so... Oh, yeah, Ritual Marshal. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Ritual Marshal. Marshal. Alright, whatever. Marshal. It's funny. Alright, yeah, I mean... Slower hand. They didn't have Ballista, I think we were fine. They didn't have Ballista, we were going to make like 100 guys on turn 2, I guess. But they had the Ballista to kill my Prospector to slow us down the one turn to get to Ugin, so... Yeah, I mean, nothing's going to change here. Being on the play is pretty important, so... Want some water, bud? Here. Drink some of that. You drink that for me, please? Sammy, drink that, please. No? Come on, bud. Tilt. Yeah, one land of his hand's actually, like, almost busted, but... Sammy is Burnsy's brother. It is my stepson's gerbil. And he is pretty sick. I'm trying to take care of him. We were up all night taking care of him. That's not bad. Turn Prospector. Turn 2 Rabble's fine. Turn 3 Ritual. I guess we... I'm not sure. Rabble kills fast, though. Opponent mulligan also, which is really good for us, so... Map. So... Options here. Ritual... Yeah, it's definitely Ritual Rabblemaster. So we can use the tokens from Rabble to empty next turn if we have to.
How are you, my friend? Yeah, I brought you water too. Here.
Oh, thanks.
How's my Sammy? Hey, bud, look. Oh,
We can go off here? What?
it's just cold air blowing out of there.
You take him. You take him.
I'm gonna take him for a little bit.
He's not gonna eat that huge piece of lettuce.
No, it's
He's
gonna
this big.
chew on it.
It's bigger than he is.
I was gonna let
This
him
is all
chew.
lettuce for Burnsy.
I
and
literally
Sammy.
just tore it off.
All right, I'm trying to get my trying to put on here. I think we're gonna do it. I'm pretty happy.
Alright.
So why don't you take Sammy?
And go where?
Just right here. It's right here. Oh, bud. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Everyone show some love for Sammy.
Oh,
Give him your energy.
he looks so sad.
I know. You got him.
Yes. He's probably warm over here. Hi, baby. Want some lettuce?
Ooh, lettuce. Oh, yeah, he likes that. He likes
There's
that.
lots
Let
of water and
it.
lettuce.
Get the lettuce. Get it.
Go, buddy, go. Let
Eat the
him
lettuce.
go.
He's doing it.
He's doing it. Keep sending your energy, guys.
Send more energy for Sammy.
Because it's getting him chewing.
All right.
It's got water, and it's good for his digestion.
Okay, so can I fuck on the Diva's turn? Fecundity red. Not really. I can kind of go off like next turn.
You're doing great.
Or I could just make empty token. I can't make that many tokens this turn. Yeah, we're going to play Fecundity and just try and go off next turn.
He's just so happy. Where are you going?
Go, Sammy, go, go. Go, Sammy, go. I believe he's ugly Tron lands too.
You gotta wait. Like, I actually was like, when you were like, fake
hell are
Tron lands,
these?
I'm like, what actually are they? Like, what actually
What
are
are
they?
these stupid things? And I'm pretty sure we could just kill them next turn. If you draw any spell. When they reprint the Tron lands, yeah, when they reprint the Tron lands, that's gonna
He
happen.
looks so much better.
Is he chewing it good?
Yeah. He was doing good. And bring him back. He's good for now.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
No worm coil, no payoff. And they're just dead on board next turn, right? Maybe. I got Thragtusk? Okay. I'm pretty sure we can beat this. I'm pretty sure they're dead. We have a lot of looks and a lot of mana and an empty. We should be able to do something good here.
Come on, do card.
That's a good
It's
one.
funny, that's actually the card I was thinking of. Oh, War Marshal.
It's a very good one. This is essentially Ancestral Recall plus Dark Ritual. Should find ourselves a Goblin Bushwhacker, and they're dead. Which we should be able to find, given all of these cards. That's a good one too. Just a free look. Oh no, wrong one. I made a red. That's stupid. That's it. It's fine. Whatever. I made a white. I mean.
Is it?
Another Fecundity. Not yet. There we go. So now we can go. Just cast this ritual. Oh, that's whatever. It's fine. It's okay. Okay, we're okay. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Cleaning himself. Oh, look.
Yeah, I want to use the ability. Oh. Ugh. Come on now. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. We're fine. We have enough mana for what's it called? for empty, so we're good. Yeah, empty. This game is over. If you've never seen the dirty kitty combo, here it is. You just have a Prospector and a Fecundity in play, and you cast Empty the Warrens, and the game basically ends. We're about to draw our entire deck, so if you haven't seen it, show some hype in chat. There it is.
He's still a sleepy Burnsy though. A sleepy Sammy, I mean.
I'm pretty sure it's lethal, but I'm just gonna keep going.
Sammy feels better.
Sammy feels better.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's protruding from either side of him.
What is it called? Dirty Kitty? There's some. I hit the wrong button again. Crap.
Stop making white mana. Jim just gets so excited.
It's trying to go fast, you know. Well, these Prospector, you just click it. There's no options. You just hit the top one.
It's just red.
Right.
Why are there different goblin tokens?
So different cards make different tokens.
Like, why? Though, I mean...
It's fun. What do you mean, why? Roar. Yeah. And that's the game. 2-1. If you're a student, welcome to the stream. My name is Jim Davis. That's Nicole.
Hi.
We're trying to take care of Sammy here.
Yeah, I got Sammy.
And
His body temperature's been... I know he's been snuggling us, but his body temp's been fine.
So this is rogbogglesworth's deck. This is a donation bonus league. Rogbogglesworth was kind enough to go in for the $50 donation. So I'm playing the deck through a league. And here we are. We're 2-1. It's going great.
It is going great. It's Taco Tuesday. Life is good. There's Jell-O in the fridge. It's actually almost done.
I like Jell-O.
Yes, you do.
Right, so Mogg War Marshal is 2 mana for 3 goblins. So you get to make an extra mana and draw some cards. Yeah, pretty lights. You can just resubmit on the deck list and to put a note saying, "Oops. Omit old list." I'm trying to get to the most of them all week. Obviously, where I'm planning on poor Sammy here. All right. We got the old kind of 8 wacky beatdown draw. Inkmoth Nexus, go. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I've been kind of impressed with Goblin Rabblemaster so far. Given that like it's just so good with the rituals, you just cast it on turn 2. Rabblemaster might just be better than that other card we were talking about. Stoke the Flames is a little much. Devouring Abyss. Yes, BCW Deck Guard Elite Sleeves. The double mats. I don't know why they're called double mats. Oh, the double mats are like the cheaper ones, I believe. The Deck Guard Elites are the ones you want. Deck Guard Elites. Alright. Let's see what happens here. Draw like a Prospector or something here. Yeah, Speak of the Devil. Yeah, let's just do it.
I like just doing it. Let's get in there.
Just do it.
Let's get our hands dirty.
Our hands are dirty. We've been caring for a poor sick gerbil.
This is called
Non-stop.
Dirty Kitty anyway. Not Dirty Gerbil.
These are the sleeves you want right here. This
these
is
sleeves are great.
this is not even a shrill because I was asked. So here you go. BCW Deck Guard Elite Sleeves. You want to win your tournament? You want to shuffle great? You want to get great draws? You want to never mulligan? You want to get that lucky top deck? BCW Deck Guard Elite Sleeves. BCW Deck Guard Elite Sleeves are your sleeves. You want to win or you want to be a punk? Get them now.
You're a punk.
Anyway, we're tackling some goblins here. But yes, these are the sleeves that all Team BCW uses. They're great sleeves. I've been using them since inception. I actually Team MGG was part of the beta testing process for those sleeves. So they took our feedback and made some really good sleeves. So they are all gloss back, which makes them shuffle really smooth, and they're available in gloss front or matte front. This is where this is fun. Double whacker. So we go whacker, attack for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's a lot of damage. Truth be told. Or we can go back-to-back whack. We can go back-to-back whacks. We'll do back-to-back whacks. You're at 8. See, Dan is no longer sponsored by BCW, and he still says they're good. Because Dan was on the original Team MGG that helped to beta test them. They took our advice. Their original sleeves were a good budget option, but they were kind of thin. They're good for the price point, but they're a little thin for like long tournaments. So they took our advice and made a thicker, better sleeve that shuffles great. And, yeah. Oh, okay. Now they have blockers. And now our Rabblemaster looks really bad. I guess, yeah. Crap. So we'll have 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers with at least 2 power each. They block 4 and take 8. We win! We're so good! We did it, Sammy! Sammy! No, wait. One's going to only have 1 power. This one's only going to have 1 power. Whatever, we're just doing it.
Which one's
We're committed now. The one that Rabblemaster makes in combat's only going to have 1 power. We're doing it! Go!
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, they block 4. Yeah, so they're going to go to 1.
Are you
Yeah. At this point, we're pot committed at this point. Because they got attack anyway, and I already played the guy, so...
Not Gerbil Cam, it's Burnsy Cam. He's not just any Gerbil, he's Burnsy.
Yeah, he is the Burnsy.
The Burnsy man.
Burnsy man.
Yes, they're taking.
Yeah, I think Burnsy is actually like seriously worried about Sammy. I have never seen him be so active for the entire length of a stream.
Yeah, he's usually sleeping in the corner like the whole time.
Yeah. All right, so they go to 1 here. Might just be dead here, honestly. I guess Ravager dies. They get that second artifact. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Foreskin, no problem, my friend.
I'm just.
Lori says, "Can I ask you a poker question? How do you improve in cash games?" I mean, you got to ask me a more specific question than that.
What about that book that you like?
The mental game of poker?
Hmm.
It's less for cash games. I mean, that's more just like a mental game book. Cash games are all about just like taking your time, making your money.
Oh, look, just a 14-7.
Yeah, we're dead. Okay, we were 1 short of killing him. I mean, we had no other play really, I guess. So, whatever. But because our creatures had to attack. So, so that was the first time that Rabblemaster was actually not great. But we have Trashmaster. So, bringing Chainwhirler, Reclamation Sage, Abrade, Ancient Grudge, Mogg Fanatic, Grim Lavamancer, I guess Lightning Bolt. Which cut all the rituals, I guess. I'm not sure. But yeah, cash games are all about just being really patient and just like getting your money in good. If you're playing 1-2, like just play really basic ABC poker, and just like play good hands, play them pretty straight. Don't bluff too often. Just make sure the biggest skill is making sure you get paid off when you have a good hand. When you flop your set, you want to extract maximum value. It's not about winning; it's about winning the most possible when you have the nuts, and then losing the least possible on your draws and stuff. When you miss, obviously. Yeah. I guess we cut the rituals. Maybe we leave in. Now we have like all these kill spells too. I'm gonna leave Rabblemaster in. I guess Fecundity gets really awkward when I bring all these kill spells in. Maybe we don't want Fecundity anymore. Yeah, actually, maybe we just don't want Fecundity. I don't want rituals either, though. I'm not sure. Just do like this. Just be like a... Problem is if they have like some sort of sweeper, like Whip Flare, that could blow us out pretty bad, but...
Is that the one that deals to non-artifact creatures or something?
Hmm?
Is that the one that deals to like all non-artifact creatures?
Yeah. Sammy. Come on, Sammy. Sounds pretty aggro.
He just wants to be warm and snuggled. He was eating that lettuce. He was chomping. Doing his favorite things, chewing and eating.
Snook, that thumbnail's from like 3 hours ago or something. Yeah, we had after my lunch break, someone said they would sub to the stream if I played bass on stream. Because I showed the video of my my SEG flashback or interview video where I talk about playing in bands and stuff, and they subbed. So I played bass for like 15 minutes. It was fun. We have a pretty aggressive hand here. If they have like turn 2 Steel Overseer or something, like we're actually in like reasonable shape. Yes, it was. Yes, that was you. I'm glad you're still here. We are attacking for a lot next turn. What's up, MTG Lord? Ugh. Galvanic Blast. That's kind of rude. That's not a question, MTG Lord. That's a statement. Justin, that's a sub. What's up, Justin? Justin, what's your name? Where you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where you from? And puppy name, please. Alright, I mean, this is our attack. It's pretty good.
I want to see some hype in chat.
Would have been a lot better if we still had a Foundry. I mean, with a Foundry Seed Denizen in play, this would have been like a lot of damage.
At random.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6. Or minus 6 damage here because they blasted our creature. But this is still a pretty nice attack. 6, 12, 14, 16, 17. Yeah, it would have been for exactly 20 if they didn't have that blast. So hopefully we can finish them off because now they're at like 5 or something. And we have these creatures, but nothing else.
Just a sleepy Sammy.
MTG Lord, if it's a specific question about a deck, I do donation bonus deck techs for $10. Alright, so they can block 1, ping 1. So block ping. We need to find a way to deal 1 extra point of damage, or we might be in trouble. Remember that 1 lightning bolt we boarded in? That one right there? That's still good. Yeah, we gotta pre-combat this. Because if they kill our Prospector in combat. I guess they're likely to kill the Foundry Street Denizen. Like, block something and then kill the Denizen. That makes sense. Yes, if they're gonna do that, we can wait until post-combat. Although I don't know really why it matters that much.
I mean, they're really either going to kill the Skirk Prospector or the Denizen.
Well, they're going to kill Denizen. Yeah, I think it's like almost a lock. Because I want to be able to attack with a creature before I sacrifice it for mana, so... Seems like a pretty obvious block on... I mean, a pretty obvious shoot on the Denizen, so... I can't really fathom a scenario where they don't do that, so... Block Prospector, shoot Denizen, go to 1, and be empty for a bunch of guys. And pray for no Whipflare. Yeah, we're good. Gonna get him. I guess we'll leave the Cantor in place. We have less tokens. So if there's some sort of way that they like kills a lot of tokens, we'll still be fine. Now they have block, shoot, shoot. Block, shoot, shoot. Still pretty dead. So Justin, may make sense, from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, playing since RTR. Are you excited for RTR? Favorite card is Voice of Resurgence. Favorite deck is Naya Company. Hobby name Friend.
Friend. I like it.
Wanted to say Go Flyers. I do have Wayne Simmons on my fantasy team. He's been on my team for the last 3 years. He's my keeper.
John's a Canadians fan.
Yep.
Our 7-year-old, and he goes, "It's okay because I love hockey. I love all teams except for one. I really don't like the Flyers. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I couldn't tell you. He actually has been to a Flyers game in Philly. And he was just like, I love all the teams except the Flyers. I'm like, man, I don't know what they did, but
I don't think I want Fecundity. We're just gonna keep rocking it as is. Fecundity seems tough. They have like Ravager and Midnights and stuff, so.
I feel like Sammy's just like being treated like a king. He's gonna start to fake it. He's gonna be like, oh, I don't feel good. Somebody hold me and hand feed me.
The sand is pretty dope. Turn 2 Rabblemaster, turn 3 Trashmaster. What, are you tired?
No.
It's not like we were up all night caring for this little gerbil. Sam, you better get better.
Yeah, you better get better.
Their hand seems better this time. Excuse me. Okay, they mulligan to 6, and they have Drum Drum, Land, Thopter, and only 2 other cards. That is probably good for us. Ugly Mox Opal.
Got it.
Ravager.
Okay.
Last card is the 3rd Drum. Yeah, I think we're in good shape here.
That's good. They just want to make a really big Ravager.
Mogg War Marshal. Okay, so I think we're going to... What's up, Coral? Yeah, we are tired.
Oh, God. So exhausted. Is it the blank stares that got you? Or my hairstyle? I look like I haven't brushed my hair in like 4 days. I did a 15-hour car ride, followed by a day of taking care of a sick gerbil, followed by another day of taking care of a sick gerbil, on 3 hours of sleep. Tired.
Sammy is currently in Nicole's lap sleeping. So, and Burnsy is going wild all day.
Yeah.
Burnsy's scared for his brother and his friend. Alright, what do we do here? We can,
try to keep Sammy snuggled and warm and happy.
we Rabblemaster, they just block and sack a drum.
Good.
And we have Rabblemaster in play. Obviously, we want to get Rabblemaster plus Trashmaster going, because that's just, like, insane. Ritual can sort of set that up. We'd like to draw land if possible, too.
Stop making white.
We could just get 3. We could just put the Trashmaster in play right now. Yeah, actually, let's just do that. Because then next turn we can just go Mogg War Marshal and kill 3 artifacts. So that's insane. Yeah, let's just do that. Feels weird to use the ritual before the empty, like without using empty, but getting the trash man in play is just like the nut. Because he's the trash man. Turn 2 Trashmaster against Infinity here. Don't draw Galvanic Blast.
Yeah. I was like, oh, they drew Midnight.
This is bold.
Wow. Especially your Trashmaster.
I mean, I guess like the drums aren't doing actual anything. But yeah, let's just play a Mogg War Marshal. And then kill everything.
That sounds delicious. Sammy
Because
the
he's
Gerbil
the
and his
trash
Muppet
man.
Adventure. He snuggled up to me. He was like laying down this way and he snuggled up to my hand. He's a good gerbil.
He's a good Sammy.
I wonder, you know, like making it through this is like they let us like pet them and pick them up and stuff. And Burns is a little skittish, but Sammy has always been a little calmer. But I wonder if like Sammy's gonna be more receptive to us after all this.
Probably.
You know?
I mean, when I was younger, my dad had a gerbil who I dropped, unfortunately, when I was like 10. And she hurt her back, and she was like partially paralyzed, where like her left side didn't work very well. And those who don't know, my dad's in a wheelchair, so obviously he like kind of bonded with her pretty strongly over that. And he took such good care of his gerbil. Every morning, gerbil Cinnamon, her name is Cinnamon. She would come in and get like the pulp from orange juice for breakfast. He'd have like vegetables. She'd have vegetables for lunch and whatever vegetables were for dinner. 3 meals a day. Like the best care you could possibly imagine for a gerbil. She lived almost 4 years. So, and they were like, he had her trained on command. He would just tap the table, put a napkin down, and she would sit on it and pee, and then go back to him. Like, very well trained. So, all right, I'll just kill all their stuff now. Surprised they're still playing, honestly, but yeah, good old Cinnamon. Want to see a picture of Cinnamon?
Oh yes, there is a picture of Cinnamon right over here. Isn't that Cinnamon and Busta?
It was this
right?
Buster.
Oh, sorry, Buster.
So my first gerbil was Buster, and then we got him Cinnamon to hang out with. So you can see right here. These are my first gerbils when I was like 10 years old. It's Buster is the black one, and Cinnamon is right there, the cinnamon colored one. You can see her eyes are a little like crossed a little bit. This is after her accident, so yeah. So good old Buster and Cinnamon. All right, we gonna win yet? What's going on here?
Playmats are great mouse pads. In fact, well, did John Sakanik use mouse pads as playmats?
Yes, he did.
Until recently. Wasn't that the thing until he got back on the Pro Tour?
That's correct. So Jonathan Sakanik, friend of ours he's from the Northeast somewhere. I'm not actually sure where he's from, but I've been playing against him for years in PTQs and stuff. He played in the Pro Tour, and he got like the Pro Tour mouse pads they gave out, and there were 2 of them. And then he said he would use those 2 mouse pads as his playmat until he queued for a Pro Tour again. And they were actual mouse pads. And it looked kind of silly, but it was his way to like punish himself until he made the Pro Tour, and he made it again. He actually almost top 8 at the recent Team Pro Tour with another friend of ours, Hunter Cochran.
Yeah. I think they lost their last round to just miss.
Yeah.
So.
This Lavamancer's not too bad either. Succulent, resub.
Kaden.
Kaden.
Why is our opponent still playing? Like,
I don't know.
we have 5 cards in our hand and a Trashmaster and a Goblin. We have literal 2 Shatters with 5 power in play. Like, their Mox Opal isn't even on. So they can't even cast an Edge Champion if they draw it. Like, what are they doing? I think we're in concession mode here. Yeah. Yeah, 3-1. First tuning in. Oh, Fecundity Gold. Awesome.
Oh, that's great.
So we're 3-1. It's going pretty well, honestly. Definitely a less combo focused version of a deck than the one I was trying earlier. But honestly, the Goblin beatdown cards are actually working pretty good. So I actually like the Gargadon a lot too. Rabblemaster's been good. Outburst has been eh. But I kind of like the idea of being like super aggressive. With like if Fecundity is more of like a backup plan. I was building a deck like a combo deck. I wanted Fecundity to be like the main plan. But yeah, so again, this is a donation bonus league. This is rogbogglesworth's Kitty Whack deck. We're currently 3-1 in this league. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow on Twitch. Don't forget also to give me a follow on the old Twitter sphere at JimDavisMTG. Going for 10,000 followers this year. We're getting there. We're almost on pace. So
And hey, if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to follow on YouTube. If you're following YouTube, find him on Twitch. No reason we can't have a little crossover here and there.
this is a Todd Stevens,
friends.
Ross Merriam jazz album cover. This is us on Sunday night. Really cool jazz lounge
What is
in
Ross
Fort Worth. He's reaching for, I don't know, Todd's butt. I don't know. What do you...
No, that's much higher than his, but all got in under the wire.
I'm going to RPTQ, Dan. There's no reasonable RPTQs the following weekend. Like, all the Northeast ones are this weekend, right? I looked at it, like, briefly at a bar on, like, Saturday night on my phone. So I didn't get a super good look at it. But I believe that is the case. If you're interested in going, let me know. I don't know what you're... I guess you're... I'm not sure if you're qualified, but Andrew maybe or something. Or I don't really know
Well,
what the...
Andrew would be, because...
Yeah, and I mean, Frank's also bronze, so I imagine Frank would be qualified. This hand is terrible. I like the Gargadons. I gotta say, I kind of like them.
I kind of like it too.
Talk to Andrew and Frank. All right, cool. Yep. So I believe it's on Sunday, right?
Yes. There's the last chance PPTQ in Jersey on Saturday. That is not me. I have no friends.
Texas.
Here, let me answer it.
Let's answer it.
Okay, fine. You answer it.
Hold, please.
Give me sugar and water.
Jim doesn't have any friends either.
Nope, wrong number. I was just hoping someone called so I could talk to them and maybe talk about things and
You can talk to me.
maybe go out somewhere or do something.
We could go out and do stuff.
Anyone else, please save me from this? Yeah, it was wrong number. They wanted a Lenny. It reminded me of Larry. You know who Larry is?
I know who Larry is.
You have a picture of Larry?
I do.
Yeah? Let's show everyone Larry.
Yeah, because my girlfriend had Larry's sister at her
Oh,
house.
right. Oh, right, duh. Obviously, the same reason that I'm qualified is why they're qualified too. But
That's why I was
I'm an
saying, you
idiot.
were like, Andrew, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, Andrew is.
Yeah, obviously they are. I'm
Like,
an idiot.
I knew that.
All right, let's draw a land. That's not bad. All right, so we're gonna crank a ritual here.
I took a lot of pictures.
Of Larry.
No,
There he is.
just one picture of Larry.
This is actual
Make the
Larry.
brightness. Yeah, that's Larry.
So, Nicole's sister. What the hell happened?
I just showed you where it happened.
Nicole's sister had a spider web literally outside her front door. Like, the front door is here, and the web is just like here. So I just left it. And it was this huge...
No, it started as this little thing.
Well, it started as this tiny spider. There's no scale here. But it's like this
Yeah.
big.
I didn't scale it.
Yeah. Like,
if
and
you-
they named him Larry, and he just would be there every day. He'd walk in the door and be like, "Hi, Larry."
First things first, I walked in and I was like, oh, it's a zipper spider. Because they have the zipper spiders make this little, like, thicker pattern with their web that looks like a zipper. It's like a zigzag towards, like, the center of their web. And when you look up zipper spider, they say the males only get up to, like, 8 millimeters, but the females get up to, like, 30. So, like, Larry, I was like, I came in and I'm just like, I have
This
news
big.
for you guys. I have good news and bad news. The good news is Larry is a zipper spider, and they're completely harmless. And the bad news is Larry's a girl spider. So we keep calling him Larry, though.
Yeah, her Larry.
So we calling her Larry. So that, you know, whatever. We just gotta make sure Larry was happy. My sister actually backed her head into Larry's web at some point. Larry fixed it that night. Scared her a little bit, but Larry wasn't too close to her head or anything. Larry,
We were so dead. Oh my god.
really dead.
This is unreal.
While they're going off, can you just sack everything to Greater Gargadon?
My sack my 2 permanents for Greater. You're correct. I can sack my 2 permanents for Greater Gargadon if you would like.
You can't even sack the Fecundity?
No.
What the?
You learned this earlier. You can't sacrifice enchantments and stuff to things.
That's not true.
Usually you can't. Like
That's like
Larry.
The Dark Petition's an enchantment, and you can
Yes.
like
Literally every time you walk in the door or walk out the door. Hi, Larry. Bye, Larry.
Like, John would be like, "Is Larry still there?" I'm like, "Yeah, Larry's still there." And she's like, "Okay." And then we were heading back from Florida to my sister's for a couple days, and we were driving back, and John goes, "I hope Larry remembers us."
Like John had accepted the fact that we were friends with this large, scary spider, and just hoped that he remembered us, so he wouldn't eat us because he knew we were friends at this point. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. I'll start reading Shakespeare again.
Will you? Please don't.
Sam, you want to hear some Shakespeare?
No, we're trying to kill him. Stop it.
Alright. Alright, I mean, whatever.
Why didn't you sack your things to Greater Gargadon?
Apparently they play at least 2. Alright.
Bringing them relics.
I'm gonna relic here.
All about them
I
relics.
like a Chainwhirler. I can deal with that they want to empty us.
Abrade to kill their mana creatures?
I don't know. I think I want the bolt. I don't think I want. I don't think we want. I guess Fecundity helps us go off. We're so much slower than them.
Maybe side out the Gargadon.
Cut like 1. Yeah, Gargadon's bad this matchup.
Yes.
I still like Rabblemaster.
Yeah, that's fine.
We just
Maybe get rid of the
don't want
Outburst.
Chainwhirler.
Shit.
Yeah, this card just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to spend 2 mana to try and kill their mana creature, you know? It just sucks. This is fine. Glory, that's pretty funny. Giant spider. Ah! What's up, Teaspoon? I do deck techs for $10.
Yeah,
$10.
that's pretty cute.
$10. I'll give you a 5-minute deck tech live on stream. I'll talk about your deck and give you advice.
Yeah,
$10.
Chaos. It was like a garden spider. It's just like a big black spider. It has some like yellow designs on it and stuff, but yeah, it's just garden spider, zipper spider. They've got a bunch of names. But yes, the females get much bigger.
Well, I mean, Teaspoon, you can just post an idea in chat. I'm not gonna like look at a whole list, you know. But, nah, Cat, you're not a monster. You're just misunderstood. And then, Feminem asks if I think Blue Red Wizards is underpowered. Yes, like Jeff will tell you straight up, the deck is 100% underpowered. And can it win? Yes, it is very scrappy. Requires you to play really, really well. And if you play well, you can definitely win, but it's definitely underpowered compared to the other decks in the format. We're playing Modern. Donation Bonus League, Kitty Whack for rogbogglesworth.
It's okay, bud. Sleepy.
This is a bad hand.
It's okay. You can be sleepy, buddy. You sleep
Sand's
all
really
you
bad
want.
also, but I mean, we have to keep it.
You sleep all you want. Want some water?
Hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Bye, Larry.
Where's Larry?
What do I think about Blue Moon or Grixis Death Shadow right now? I think Blue Moon is a little underpowered. I think Grixis Death Shadow is fine if you're playing it really, really, really well.
You're not showing on my thing, are you?
Not showing your guys, is he?
Oh,
New sub! 1-1.
what's up?
Kill you, 115. Kill you, my friend. What's your name? Where you from? How long you playing Magic? Oh god. Favorite card of all time, favorite deck of all time. Most important, what's your name? Where you from? Puppy name, please. This is not a good draw. We're playing Mogg Mons Goblin Raiders here, and just maybe wait. We go whack this turn, whack next turn. Yeah. Hope we draw something. Attacking for 6 next turn isn't even good, or 8 next turn isn't even that good. It's described on random constructed. Oh, I'm sorry, Teaspoon. I misunderstood. You want to post a link to a site? That's fine. I meant link to a deck list. I'm sorry, Teaspoon. Described on randomconstructed.com. It's an unbiased way to pick 3 random sets each week, and the idea is to only build once and play each week in a tournament. Teaspoon, I think that's a great idea. Why not kick there? Because I'm an idiot. I just screwed
That's
up.
why I was very confused.
I was gonna cast both of them, but I just was talking about not paying attention. Yeah, so I think that's a really cool idea. I think that I've suggested that for Magic Online, that every month they just have like a wacky day format where they announce it like a week in advance and say this is gonna be 7th edition M15 Onslaught, Mirrodin Besieged, Scars of Mirrodin, Return to Ravnica.
That wasn't you,
Go.
Teaspoon. Jim likes to waka waka sometimes.
Oh yeah, I'm just dumb. And then like let everyone build the deck, and then the cards in each, like the cards that are banned in, I don't know exactly how you do that, but whatever. If it's broken, who cares? Because it's a 1 week thing. Someone breaks it, it's really fun. I should get turn 3 dear. It's stupid.
Where's your Shakespeare?
Where does Shakespeare go? We always 3-2, you know.
Play a chess game.
A chess game. They took Grape Shot and Metamorphose. So even if we're not dead, all of our stuff is dead. So I think only 3 sets is not enough. I think that's just going to be like, I think 6 sets is what you want. The problem is that it's really one of the most important things about game design is understanding that elegance is very important. A game needs to be easy for people to enjoy it well. So if you make things too complicated, people are like, I don't want to do that, you know? So like having it online would be really cool because you just hit the button for wacky format. It shows you all the cards that are legal and you can build a deck very simply, you know? That's a hard thing to do. So that's a very important part of it, is making it easy and simple. I mean, this is just stupid. Post a link in chat.
What did you bring in case they had that?
I didn't bring it. I brought it back out again.
Oh.
That's a fun way to end the league. We were just cruising along.
Yay. Well, you were.
Cruising along, going 3-1, having a lot of fun, and we just get turn 3 by storm. Let's try it. Random constructed. Every week, 3 sets picked at random, which you can deck. Bitcoin blockchain. And now we're Bitcoining too. Jeez. Oh, that's cool. Once you generate it, you can get a link to find Alar Reborn Antiquities Time Spiral. That's pretty cool. The fact that it has a way to search is pretty cool too. Yeah, I mean, it sounds sweet. I definitely think it's a really cool idea. I like it a lot. All right, so 3-2. I gotta say I was kind of impressed though. I think that when I was trying to build this deck a while back, I believe the most recent version looked like this. I was making it much more combo heavy, and when the combo didn't work, we kind of just died because we just didn't do anything, you know. So by making the deck more of like kind of just a beatdown deck with like a backup plan, that's kind of cool. Fecundity is, I think adding Gargadon's a great idea because Gargadon plays great with Fecundity anyway. I really like the Rabblemasters. I think we're a little heavy on rituals. I think I want 4 Rabblemasters though. and like 2 Gargadons, and I almost wouldn't mind cutting a land, but you do need your second land, I guess. So, well, Teaspoon, I think that having a wider card pool is necessary because it just makes enough things to do. Otherwise, you end up playing like just the best 5 cards and just like not able to build a cool deck, you know. But yeah, this deck was sweet. I actually liked it a lot. Bogglesworth went 3-2, which is not perfect, you know, but it's your usual modern record. But yeah, I definitely liked it. Sideboard using work. I think Trashmaster was really, really good. I want at least 2 of these. Outpost Siege was cool. Definitely like that one. Chainwhirler is obviously pretty good. This has got to be cleaned up for sure. Like this whole section here of just one-ofs, we can just find better one-ofs, I think, or better options. Like Fanatics seem pretty bad.
I mean, I feel like I'd rather have Reclamation Sage just be another Trashmaster.
I mean, you gotta kill enchantments sometimes.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Like
what? I don't know, just like the stupid stuff people
Fecundity?
play. No, the stupid stuff people play in Modern. Yeah, like Fecundity, right? I don't know, just stuff, you know, like. All right, fine, just don't play it. Whatever.
Maybe, or maybe in I don't know, in Boggles or something.
Boggles. Yeah. Probably can't beat Boggles anyway. Maybe you can. You just go infinite. But Phyrexian on life. There you go. That's an enchantment you want to kill. Boom. Done. Suck you once got it. But yeah, like Fanatic seem bad. Bolt seem bad. Lavamancer seems pretty good. I actually like this card a lot. I think 2 Lavamancers would be cool. Probably want a 3rd Relic. Shattering Spree. I think Trashmaster does your big artifact spell better. But yeah, deck was super sweet. So big thanks to Bogglesworth for the donation. I appreciate it very, very much. Hopefully you enjoyed your donation bonus league.
Shattering Spree.
And yeah, I think I would play more Blood Moons in the sideboard too. You're just playing all these rituals anyway. Like you have 16 ways to cast Blood Moon on turn 2. Between 4 Cantor, 4 Prospector, and 8 rituals. I want more Blood Moons in my sideboard. At least 3. But yeah, sweet. So thanks again, Bogglesworth. That's going to do it for this video on YouTube. The stream will continue. The YouTube video will not. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you follow and send some well wishes for Sammy. And hopefully he's doing better by the time you watch this. If you're watching it, if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow on there. And we're going to have more streams to follow. Yeah, so YouTube. Peace.